Today on our 07 Nissan Xterra, we're going to install ModuLite protector, part number 118176, and also we're going to install the ModuLite wiring kit, part number 118151. To give you a quick overall what we're going to do, typically the ModuLite and other hardwired modules will get wired usually behind the taillights. Most of the time you get 4 functions on the left hand side and then the 1 right turn function on the right hand side. However, on the Nissans, especially on this Xterra, they actually run part of a tow harness right here, and this is the plug right here. What's active on it only is the left and right turn and the brake signal. The wire is ran for the running light, but it is not active. To make it active, you'd have to buy the whole towing kit from the manufacturer, OEM. But what we're going to do is actually show you a workaround by that, so you don't have to run behind the lights and just basically fill in the blanks with the tow package. First thing we can do is go ahead and mount our module. Seems like a pretty safe spot will be right along on the side of the hitch right here. So what we need to do is peel back this harness right here, or the covering for the harness right here, to get down to our wires. And like I said before, there's only 2 wires that are really active in this tow package. One's going to be the left turn and the other one's going to be your right turn. And they're already combined, so you don't have to worry about that part. We can go ahead and turn on the right turn signal. Okay. It's the right turn, so we can go ahead and make our connection to that. And then we'll attach it using the Scotch lock to our wire. Now we'll go ahead and run our rest of our wires to the other side and make their connection. We'll go ahead and do the left turn. Okay, right turn. Okay, we're good. Now we get the 2 turn signals. All we need to go to do is the running light circuit. The running circuit is inactive, so we have to get it from a different source. This harness right here goes actually to the license plate lights, and they come on with the running lights. So we'll actually use that as a signal source. Okay, off, on, okay. Okay, since the factory tow package is already combined the turn signals and the brake signals together, we don't need a separate circuit for the brake light signal. So in that case, when that's not being used, this has to be grounded with the ground. So we'll go ahead and put a loop on here, and then we'll go ahead and ground it to the frame. Okay, let's go ahead and put our ring terminal on our wire here. Alright, now we just gotta go ahead and ground both wires to the frame. All we need to do next now is this red wire here is a lead that gets right up to the battery that powers the ModuLite. Alright, once you're done with all your connections here, it's a good idea to go ahead and throw some sealant on the Scotch lock or electric tape, anything to keep out the road grime. Okay, we'll go ahead and run our wire from our part number 118151 harness kit. Let's go ahead and loop that back over for now. We'll strip it and connect it together and pull it back through. Now go ahead and apply the sealant of your choice. Okay, before we go to the top of the vehicle, we'll go ahead and take some time, and we'll go ahead and take our wire here to the 4-pole, and we'll zip tie it to this wire here and leave an excess down by the hitch. Okay, we'll go ahead and run our lines following the existing lines going towards the front of the vehicle. This will end up laying approximately alongside the gas tank or partially over the top, just taking care to stay away from the exhaust that's further up the vehicle. Okay, we'll go ahead and install some zip ties to keep everything in place. After you get done past the gas tank, go ahead and keep it as close as you can to the frame going up towards the front suspension. Again, stay away from the exhaust as far as possible. And behind this heat shield here is some lines. We'll go ahead and put our wire behind that and come out in front of the exhaust up here. Okay, there's a piece of bracketry here, so we're going to use a zip tie to keep our wire attached to that, and then go straight up to the top of the hood. Okay, we'll go ahead and shove some wire up there so we can reach down from the top and pull it up. And then we'll make sure it doesn't hit anything. Once you get the wire pulled to the hood, make sure it doesn't conflict with anything like the steering components or suspension components. Basically, pull straight up and away from it. Then we'll go ahead and zip tie it and work our way across. Alright, we'll go ahead and prepare a fuse holder. Let's cut the loop in half. Then we'll go ahead and put our ends on. Okay. Right now we got that done. We can go ahead and connect it to our harness we ran up front. The wire. Okay. I'll just lay down in there and out of the way, safe. Before we make our connection, we'll go ahead and disconnect the battery completely from the ground, and then we'll go ahead and install our wire. Go ahead and make our connection point right here at this nice terminal here. Connection and hook up the ground. Okay, all that means left is go ahead and seal up our connections and then cut off our zip ties and we're good to go. Let's go ahead and put the ground back on. Once that's complete, we can go ahead and install our fuse and our fuse holder. We can actually take this and zip tie it to our cable here. After testing all functions and double checking all your connections, your wiring harness is ready to go.